the thought about church, the importance of church in our lives. And I will leave some minutes at the end. So if you want, if you have any questions, so you can do so. And I will ask you please try to be here because it's so important. Just 15, 30 minutes we have to talk about God, how God is important for us, how God is alive in our lives. And church is so important for our camp. Those who've been coming here for years, what innocent over here, know how much church is very involved in our daily activities. Maybe different camps you go, we don't have church, we don't have prayer, but for us as a men of faith Christians, church is something that we present to you. And I want these 30 minutes to be a good time. So I'll ask a couple questions and you answer. I want everybody to participate because usually when religious activities is just one person talking, it doesn't make any sense. If you have any questions, any opinion, something you want to share, please feel free to do so. So my first question to you, when you hear the word church, what's the first idea that comes to your mind?
God.
Yeah. Someone else?
Faith.
Name?
Yeah.
Respect.
A meeting place.
The meeting place. Thank you. Peace, huh?
God's house.
God's house.
The host.
The host. The host we receive, huh?
Yes.
A priest.
The priest. Because many times when people talking about church, when they generally people say church, sometimes we just say the building, the house where they meet. But then they stop on that. But in the God's mind, when it's a church, it's not only the building. The church, the people that he said gathering to worship God and give glory to God. Sometimes we don't go to church, or many young people like you don't go to church because they don't see that the church is attractive. So when they go there, the church is boring because the preaching, the whole thing doesn't seem appealing to them. So my next question to you, how many of you go to church every Sunday at home? Just don't be afraid. If you want, feel free to do whatever you want. Just be sincere to your conscience.
Who goes to church?
Every Sunday.
During the summer.
No, yeah. Besides, I can't. Go at home. Yeah.
When I'm in Jersey.
Okay. Yeah. So what? The rest of you, why you don't go to church on Sunday? What's the reason you don't go to church on Sunday?
I have a football game.
Okay.
My mom can't wake me up.
Like you said, it's boring. Too late.
No, just many different reasons. Right, huh?
I babysit.
Yeah. There's so many different reasons why people sometimes don't go to church. That you're showing that some people say it's boring, some people say it's too long, some people say I'm too lazy because it's Sunday. Yeah. That's my next question. So if you had to compare between our church here every day and the churches where we supposedly to go every week or Sunday, is there any difference between those churches? Yeah, better.
Much different.
So much. So what is the difference? What's the
I don't know. My church, we do that like, I don't know, anything. I don't know, it's just different. You know?
Yeah.
It's not as active.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that it's like not, it's all about the same thing, but like when I go to
But
church,
the way
it's like it puts me to sleep. Like even
Where
I'll
have
be
you been?
tired in the morning or whatever, but it wakes me up because you being involved in it.
Yeah, it's a little bit fun.
The whole thing is you feel involved. You feel that you're part of the church.
My church is a lot bigger, and a lot more people, and they don't sing as much.
You doing choir?
At this camp, you don't really have a close relationship with the priest at the church you go to.
Somebody over there? Sorry?
Yeah. I like this one better because when you, cause like when they have the confessions at the end of the, like at the end of the 5 weeks,
Yeah.
they have the blind guy come up. So like he can't hold anything up against you because he wouldn't recognize you.
Yeah.
But at my church, it's like they don't have like a screen or anything that separates you. It's like you're just looking at him and it's weird.
I don't go to church a lot, but the church I did go to doesn't play music.
That's bad.
They just go, holy, holy, holy. No music.
No, all those elements are very important for the church. Okay. All those elements are very important in church. So we will be in the future, like Father Steve will come, who came to this camp when he was 9, 10, 11 years old. Years ago, he will be Father Steve and he can for a long time. I mean, nobody knows. Maybe today, if I say, ask you, how many guys thinking of becoming priest? You say, no, I don't want to become priest. But you never know what's going to happen to you maybe 10 years from now, or 11 or 20. Nobody knows. Because nobody knows the future. If you're open to God's will, because God still calling people. Like we heard that Sunday. God is calling people to go out and serve and preach the gospel. So we have to be open to that. This is church, and backup say, no, this is boring, so I don't think I'm going to do church anymore. Because God is still present in your life. Doesn't matter if you go to church on Sunday or not. God is still love, and He's still present in your life. That's something you can separate yourself from. God is always there for you. So what you're going to do, just like you
Get music.
yeah, that's a good thing too. The music always been in the church. Some churches they don't use it, just the organ or big piano or nothing.
No, they have nothing.
Yeah.
Bring a screen with you when you go to confession.
Right. But scream?
Yeah, bring a screen.
I'll get a ride to church. I don't have a car. Well, I do, but my mom's at work and I don't know how to drive. If I rode my bike, it takes 2 hours. I know how to drive.
But take a bus.
I don't have money.
Ask your mom. Who'll give it to you?
Plus you will.
Because your mom and you don't believe in God. So church was important for you.
No, I just don't know how to get there. If I had to walk, I'd have to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Why you don't do
I'd
it?
probably get hit by a car.
Why don't you spoke about work in the morning? Look about 6 and go.
That's like
If you love something, you love someone, we'll do everything for you.
yeah, but
So if as someone was saying
Like you
before,
said,
if God is present, if
Like you said, he's always going to be there, so what's the point of waking up 6 a.m.?
yeah, I'm just
you know,
going.
the church is community.
Yeah.
The church is community. People get together to give response to God, to worship together. When you stay home, you don't pray. God will be there. God will be always. He's there with us.
I say grace.
I was an altar boy.
You say good.
Yeah.
I was an
Grace.
altar boy.
Yeah, I used to be an altar boy.
Yeah, but I screwed up, so it wasn't much.
Last year I quit.
I generally spilled something.
Yeah, what you?
I didn't quit, I just didn't go in that.
Yeah, I like stick a couple times and it's bad.
Why you don't go anymore?
It's boring.
So what you do to make it better?
I play video games.
What you do to make it church better? Because it's boring. What's something if you
Take a songbook and bring it to our
It's
church.
boring
Huh?
sitting there.
Take a songbook and bring it to our church.
Yeah, but,
yeah,
the
make copy get
church
prepared.
isn't that mine. Like the church takes like 45 minutes. My half the church takes like an hour and a half.
Yeah, mine too. It's
I
just
sit
so
there,
long and you sit there
my
and do
butt,
nothing.
my butt starts to itch and stuff. Like at the freeze, like the homily takes forever.
No, I
It's
did.
like a hundred people have to go to the community. Like an hour.
Everything the same.
I've been falling asleep in my church. I get it just, like, you know how after they do the reading, how,
Okay, just one person talking. Guys.
And they make you stand like
Just
the
one
whole
person.
time.
Okay.
after they do the reading, the priest starts talking or whatever.
Yeah.
In my church, once he starts talking, that's time. You go to sleep.
Yeah, that's shut off.
He just talk and talk and talk.
At least you can sit in your church. In my church, we stand the whole time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hate the needle.
Seriously. And then you can't even, like, they don't even have communion. You be talking for like 3 hours, you don't even understand what he's saying.
What
Yeah.
church you go to?
I don't.
Talking about you go to 3 hours in. I thought.
Yeah, because when I go to church, my church is called Saint Boniface.
Yeah.
Mine's
Church
St.
called
Lawrence.
St. Mary. Yeah, but see, the priest there, like he looks all creepy and hunchback. I just like, and I go there like I hate to kneel down and stuff.
And the priests at our church are really mean.
And it takes when people get up for communion, it takes like an hour.
Now we've been saying all. Okay, second. We've been saying all the bad things about our church, our faith, and no, I don't want.
Yo,
So what we
I'll tell you a
going to
good
do?
thing about my church.
My church is like too far. Like the only close church to me is like cathedral.
So the good thing is
Cathedral.
after
Cathedral.
mass,
I couldn't say it.
So okay.
It's too long. It's too big. It's too big of a church. Millions of people go there.
And they
every
be on
Sunday.
TV.
my brother,
Yeah, it's on
They be on
TV.
TV.
brother Q,
Yeah.
I live on 34th Street,
the only
and like everybody goes to that church, and like by the time he
name
says
of it?
homily,
Cathedral.
yeah,
They be on TV.
the big church everybody
Big
goes
thing in
to.
the city.
Yeah, by
St. Patrick.
oh,
brother Q, where you go to my
St.
church,
Patrick.
it's close. They'll have mass, and then afterwards, the only good thing is they have like a big with food. They serve a big food thing afterwards.
Well, look, I can
All
tell
right,
you
hold
about
up.
it. I can tell you
What are your questions? Okay, now I heard all those things about the church. My question to you. So what's you going to do? What's your plan in the future?
Take a strong book and bring it to the church.
No, are you going to get involved in the church first? You're going back to the church. Because before you bring the songbook there, you have to get involved in the church.
No, I'll go to church with the song book and I'll give it to them and then I'll sit there and wait for them to sing the song.
Yeah, it's really boring, really. Yeah, I want you to go to my church and see people laugh. You probably fall asleep. Yeah, I usually walk out after communion.
My church is too.
I just walk out after communion.
After they give me communion, I'm in.
I walk out the door.
The last time I went to church was with my friend and I fell asleep. And I felt so bad I never went back.
Okay, fine, okay. Next question.
And then after communion, they got more.
You told me you don't go to church, now you say after communion. What should
Nah,
you go?
cause look, all right, listen. When I was younger, I had to go to church like every Sunday, and then
Every year.
on Monday we had prayer service and all that other bull. And then all that other stuff.
Yes.
Right? And then it got real boring. So then when I got older, I started going to football practice. Then during the summer, I go to church in New Jersey. It's Our Lady of Mounting something. And now it's quicker because after the communion they don't talk.
But my mom doesn't go to church either.
My priest tells corny jokes.
Mine either.
No,
My
you
grandma
don't go. That's why I don't go because your mom doesn't go. You don't go. So what? I'm talking.
I go sometimes.
So why you don't? Hello.
My priest always stares at me.
So why you don't invite your mom to go? If you see love,
No,
you don't
he
go
needs
to church.
confession like 10 times.
I love God, but I don't like to waste my time going to church.
Waste your time? Yeah. Waste
Yeah,
an hour and a half of my time.
That's an hour
So
away.
listen,
And when church starts is when the pool opens and I go to the pool. And if you go to the pool at the wrong
That's what I'm
time,
saying.
it's a long line and you gotta wait for hours.
Yeah, that's another thing.
It's an hour a week.
I church for like 5 hours. 5 hours.
so
It's an hour and a half.
My church is an hour and a half.
my church takes me 2 hours.
enough.
Hands up.
So okay, what is your priority in life? If I ask you a question, what's your priority in life? God or maybe games or other things? What's your priority in life?
Myself.
Girls.
God and Jesus.
Good answer. Good answer. He knows that's what you want to hear.
No, I'm just asking. I don't want to hear anything.
Right now, if I had to
Why,
pick,
you
God's
say
my
what?
priority. God's my priority, but the take a long time just to say what he got to say.
yeah, but brother Q, right now,
Because
Myself,
here's like straight to the point.
myself.
yeah, right now, if I had
Brother
to pick,
Q.
I'd say girls.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
haven't seen one in like a
At the church I went to, right, I haven't gone. Like I go here, but I don't go a lot there. He tells the homily, but he doesn't say it like, you know, like, cool like you guys. He does like,
He doesn't bring out a puppet.
yeah.
Like yes, I love
He's
God. God is
He's just
cool.
like,
God is awesome.
I can't even understand him because they don't have a microphone or nothing. He's just like, and it's over, right?
That's in Spanish or English?
I don't even know.
Why do you go to a Spanish church to go like me
I can't hear them, that's why. And they don't have music.
Dad's not Catholic, your mom's
They don't have.
Wait, who?
I think
Okay, hold
that's
up.
I tried to take my dog.
I brought my dog to get baptized.
Be quiet, be quiet, Fish.
Be quiet, be quiet.
I wanted to see if they let him in the church.
Battle on, baby!
Yeah, Kevin Slow got their own exclusive dancer.
That's how you spell South, S-G-U-T. Romania, spaghetti. Korea. Hands up, fellas.
The banner's down, please.
The banner's down, Romania. Please lower your banner.
Banner's down. Banner.
Put them on hold and we'll get back to them. So in that case, we're in the water in the pool. Let's go to the water in the swamp in the back. There's boating and Roy. Where are you, Roy? What am I doing? Well, you're very welcome. Enjoy that award.
This week, Olympic week, we've had a lot of contestants, a lot of competitors here at the Olympics. But this trophy goes to somebody who came out on their own time, not to represent their country, but that came and helped out in the voting activity. This week's award goes to Robert Cassidy.
Now, from the mystery of that murky swamp that we have back there, we're going to head to another mystery with Camp Don Bosco's own mystery man, Mr. Michael Lashinsky.
Hey, I just thought though, you guys, you could have had a great song for Korea. It could have been Korea, Korea, but you missed that one. Very good, Mike. All right, mystery was pretty good this week. We had some interesting stuff. We premiered the first Frisbee golf course at Camp Don Bosco. How about that? Right, those guys? And we played some ultimate Frisbee today. Actually, we're going to change the whole event to just Frisbee everything. We're going to have Frisbee dancing and Frisbee pool events. No, we're going to go back to regular mystery. But we had Olympic mystery, good job on the Olympic Frisbee, and a couple other events. And the trophy this week goes to someone who came out a couple different times to both my mystery, the mystery that I was running, and the one that Sebastian was running as well. So the trophy goes to Brian D'Avanzo for mystery. Nice job. Thank you very much.
And now, as we leave our mystery activity, we have one man that has been in some mysterious jungles in Bolivia for a while, and he has found his way out, and he's joined us here. And you were right, he is from Poland. Give it up for Leszek!
This week there was many of us coming to adventures, but I think that the best one was the one that caught a snake. And again, Brian Giovanni. Like Mother Beat, there was like 15 kids coming, but no one finished the month, so I think that the truck's going to wait for next week. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So next week we've got 2 model building trophies to give out. So guys, visit Brother Don and buy some models so you can get that model building trophy. Next, we have another man that runs 2 activities. He runs a cabin, and he's from Nicaragua. Give it up for Manny.
I'm not going to softball trophy, but I just want to acknowledge one person in Cabin 8, Brian. Stand up. Shows up every day, and that's good sportsmanship, but we're still working at it, all right? But this year, flag football, when I saw this guy run, I was like, what a train. And I think he was the best player in the flag football in the Olympics. He had a good attitude, and he played great. So this goes to Carl Osman.
An activity that's played right in this room. Hockey, run by Greg. Give it up for Greg. Where are you, Greg?
This week we saw the incoming of a lot of really talented guys from the state team, and it was definitely appreciated when a lot of the wrestling camps were out with the Olympics. But I'd just like to acknowledge several guys who came up, basically showed up with hockey every period they could when they did have an Olympic event. So you guys just leave the floor to be recognized. Matt Janetta. Luke Carbonaro. Kevin Peterson. Michael Gurney. John Briggs. William Briggs. Frank Massey. big help to me both while we're playing and Adam Don.
In order for me to teach you this melody, okay, there's some hand gesture on that too. You got to be really, really, really quiet so that you can hear what I'm singing. Very easy. The whole song is just like this. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Okay. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Everybody. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Now, quietly, everybody, stand up. No. All right, what we're going to do. First time we sing, right? We're going to move to the left side and then move to the right side. Okay? And you do whatever I tell you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Everybody singing. Thumbs up. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart. Making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Thumbs up. Making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart to the King of Kings. Thumbs up, elbows out, knees bent, feet apart, butts out, making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart. Thumbs up, elbows out, knees bent, feet apart, butts out, head bent, making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart, making melodies in my heart. To the King of Kings. Thumbs up, elbows out, knees bent, feet apart, butts out, head bent, tongue out. La 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 la
Now for enough. From that lovely rhythmic melodious event that we just experienced. From that lovely melodic rhythmic event we just experienced to a new counselor who was an assistant counselor with us last year. He's now running 2 activities this year. And he's got so many people wanting to go to one of them that he can barely handle it. Let's give it up for Iggy!
archery. This guy, he came in every day. He was helpful, also helped the little kids too. He's a good shooter and also has great spirit. I'd like to award this trophy to Jeffrey Jeter. Jeffrey Jeter. For this week, I'm gonna hold back the kickball award because lately it's just been like kind of hectic. A lot of people, came. A lot of people came, but really did not show, a lot of spirit. Most of the time they came and played, they argued. I don't think anybody really deserves this trophy.
This week, there were a lot of things going on in the art and craft tent. There's a lot of competition. There are so many competitions that the art and craft tent looks like a battlefield. That, this morning we have to spend the whole first period to clean it up. A lot of people came this week to make their banners and their flags for their cabin. Okay. So because of that, a lot of people, a lot of talents were just discovered. Okay. Not only the talents, but also the enthusiasm, also the love for art. Okay. So I want to, out of those many people, I want to, we all, to recognize the following people. When I call your name, please come up here. Jonathan Ronquillo from cabin 7. Devon Simmons from cabin 10. Aaron Fenton from cabin 12. And Julian Bishop from cabin 6. Cabin 6. As you know, last week I held a trophy of arts and crafts in order to this week I can give up to 2 people. And I think it worked out very well because it was very, very close for me to call who's going to win the 2 trophy of this week. But finally I decided 2 people who not only very creative, but also very, very, very enthusiastic about art. They also came and helped me out to clean up this morning, which I admire really much because they not only love to do art, but they love anything about art, even the tent of the art. We're doing art over there. So the trophies of arts and crafts this week are going to go to Simmons and Jonathan.
This week's volleyball award goes to someone who showed great spirit, even in losing their game. I'd like to give this to William Briggs. And now, it's time to kick the ball! Okay, hands on the top. Last week we had so much fun, but this week we have more. And we have so many people showed up this week. And I would like to call a few people. Some best players, some best helpers. And when you hear your name, you can come up. Javier Galindo. Julio Alquez. Michael Gallo. Javier Gonzalez. Pablo Lozano. Patrick Bauer. These players did a good job playing this week. And this trophy goes to Patrick Bauer.
Okay, hold up.
I told Diego to bring them to the left, not on the right. So that's why he never stop a horse. First of all, I want to recognize my wonderful lady for 2 weeks, Mike Noble. Let's go over here. He's been spending a lot of time with horses. Both of us have been spending a lot of time with horses that we were started. We are beginning to resemble horses. I mean, someone complimented the other day, "Oh, you smell like horses." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." But you were starting to talk like horses now. All right. Anyway, I want to recognize some of my stable boys here. We have some wonderful stable boys. Angel Cruz, one of our veterans, and Ralph Clark. Before I call somebody else, I just want to mention that these two stable boys have been the best, have been a great help for me the last 2 weeks, getting the younger ones, showing the younger ones how to do everything, even scooping and everything. We have 3 new stable boys coming in this week. Michael Conklin, and Michael Walsh. The trophy this week goes to a guy who just started to learn about horses, but by the end of this week, he's been bitten by the horse twice, stepped over a couple of times, and this time I believe that he's going home. Probably goes to Michael Wolf.
Shut up.
Alright guys, the song is called Shema Israel, Shema Israel. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu. That means in English, listen Israel,
listen, Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. All right? This is how it goes. Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel, listen, Israel, the Lord is our God. Amarás al Señor tu Dios con todo tu corazón, con toda tu alma, con todas tus fuerzas. Graba estas palabras como señal en las palmas de sus manos, como memorial entre tus ojos, en las ambas de tu casa y en las puertas. Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel, listen, Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is
First, I'm going to give out the European Handball Trophy. Every period this week was Olympic, so it was really hard to decide because there wasn't anybody that came repeatedly. But every game was really intense, a lot of good sportsmanship. But the award goes to a day camper, one of the senior day campers, who showed really good leadership and good sportsmanship, playing good offense and defense, always hustling back and forth and getting the troops riled up. Unfortunately, they lost the game, but I think he deserves recognition as a good leader and a good athlete. This goes to Gerard Supper. And the basketball trophy, there's a lot of guys back there in the back who are trying to get a really good look at this, because the King of the Court, the winner of the King of the Court tournament is going to go home with this trophy, but the tournament hasn't ended yet. But I want to recognize the 5 people who are still left and just ask them to stand up, and we can give them a round of applause after I call them all. That's James Powers, Jason Hoffman, Jim Gray, George, and Michael Martin. So at the end of that period, whoever wins is going to get the trophy. Yeah.
Next, there's one activity.
This week, roast is very, very good. We got a bunch of very, very fast climbers this week, Olympic climbers. But the trophy actually goes to the fastest climber, not in the Olympics, but one was set earlier during the week. And he was very helpful also during rope. fastest climber, the time to beat for the mirror wall is 17 seconds, and the trophy goes to Eduardo Dosal, cabin 10.
The search is already out, and they have returned with some positive results. They have found the two ladies that were in the pool. Give it up for Elaine and Bridget.
We had a real fun week at the pool, despite the weather changing day by day. We did some lifeguarding, we had the Olympics. What else did we do? Swim, a lot of fun, yeah. So, but one thing that's important, anybody who comes to the pool, is a buddy check. And these two people come out of the water every time, and they line up, and they don't say a word. And those two people are Reyes and Daniel Reyes. And the trophy this week goes to a person who is at the pool many times and who shows leadership, who has been trying, talks occasionally during buddy checks, but overall has been trying to improve himself and be a leader at the pool. So this week, this trophy goes to Julio Rivera.
This week, the music trophy goes to another drummer. This time goes to Godfrey from cabin 10. All right, Godfrey. Congratulations, Godfrey. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Fishing has been good this week. We haven't lost any campers so far. So only one walkie-talkie lost. Only one walkie-talkie lost. All right, not lost, but dropped in the and the pool. Is it dead now? Fixable? We'll see. All right. This week trophy, fishing trophy, goes to a guy who goes fishing a lot of the times, and today actually just caught a fish just right before the award ceremony. And it was an interesting experience. He told me very excitedly after he caught the fish that a fish gave him a hard time. It went into the bushes, and it just was so hard, but he got it. And so I think he deserves the trophy. It goes to Carlos Curling from cabin 8. Come on.
There's a series of trophies that have not been awarded this week due to the Olympic activities. Some activities did not have enough time to meet during the week. So we will reserve those trophies for next week, and there'll be certain activities that may have 2 trophies in one of the next couple of weeks that are left to camp. Now, what week was it this week? What's the best one in the Olympics? your medal, you may stand on the platform and to be recognized at the end by everybody. In third place, receiving a bronze medal with a very strong showing is the country of Korea!
Get to line, get to line. Come on. Second place in these very close Olympic Games is a cabin that did very, very well in many activities. Many activities. It's a country that is sitting in this room right now. And the second place country is Poland! The announcement of the country that has won the gold. That country is Vietnam!
We got to go.
now, second week of Camp Don Bosco. Who will win third? Second, first place, plaque. Who will be the best cabin? Stay tuned after commercial from Pepsi.
Vince? This time I ask the assistant counselors who are leaving this week if they could come forward, please. The assistant counselors who are leaving this week if they could come forward, please. Ask you to listen up, please. Right now, I'm waiting for your attention because what I have to say is very, very important. Gentlemen, before you are people who have the opportunity of working other places, getting paid for it, having a lot more free time than they've had over these past week or 2 weeks. They've had the opportunity to be doing a lot of different things than they've been doing this past 2 weeks, but they have chosen, each one of them, have chosen to be here and to spend their time again, because I have something very important to say, I wait until I have your attention. These people up here are too important for me to keep talking while you are. These people have chosen to spend their time and their energy this past week or 2 weeks to take care of you and to be here for you. They've tried very hard over these 2 weeks to bring about what Father Steve refers to as the best part of being a part of Camp Don Bosco, of looking after others and caring for other people. I'm very proud that they've been here for the time that they have. I'm happy about what they've done. And I would hope someday you would take the opportunity to do what they're doing. Hopefully here at Camp Don Bosco, but even if it's someplace else, spend your time and your energy to think about other people, not to look for yourself, but to think about other people. So I'd ask you to give a round of applause to the people who serve.
Hey, aren't you the one from Ghostbusters?
For participation in activities. But another very important part of camp here is our cabin life. The day camp may not have a building that they live in, but they're just as important part of it in the fact that you guys spend so much time together here in the gym, under the tent. That cabin life is very important. And in each cabin, there's somebody that stands out for the way they work with each other, the way they behave, the way they cooperate. And to recognize those people, I present Father Steve Lee.
This week, or today in a special way, we celebrated a Mass. The entire camp, we celebrated a Mass in honor of St. Dominic Savio. In a special way, I think all of us are called to sort of shoot high and aim high in a special way in our quest for holiness and our quest for good. In a special way, I think, as we present these outstanding camper awards, these young men have shown that they're trying a little bit more. They're shooting a little bit higher. And this week, they succeeded. They showed that they could be good examples, like Dominic Savia, good examples to his peers. So those people on the cabin that stood out this week in a very special way. In cabin 3, Outstanding Camper Award goes to Sabatino Dirico. In cabin 4, Outstanding Camper Award goes to Michael DeNoia. In cabin 6, this week's Outstanding Camper Award goes to Alejandro Gonzalez. Cabin 7. This week in cabin 7, there are 2 Outstanding Camper Awards. One going to Dominic Foley. Also in cabin 7, Hector Figueroa. In cabin 8, this week's Outstanding Camper Award goes to Max Hamilton. In cabin 10, this week's Outstanding Camper Award goes to Patrick Cassidy. Outstanding Camper Awards. It's a family affair. Robert Cassidy. Also in cabin 11, Tim Prater. And finally, this week's Outstanding Camper Award in cabin 12 goes to Michael Wolf. Let's give a round of applause to all of our best campers.
And now, to award the top 3 places for our cabin, our GA, Brother Hugh.
Third place this week goes to cabin 6. Goes to cabin,
I don't know, I can't remember.
7. First place this week goes to cabin 10.
I said bad. Sorry.
Okay, as simple as that. He welcomes us all to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love, okay? And you just do whatever Captain Ting tells you to do, right? Ready, guys? Okay. Welcome us all to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. Wait a minute. You guys not doing it.
Let Father J demonstrate.
Okay? He welcomes us all to his banquet table. His banner over me is love, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome us all to his banqueting table.
His banner over me is love.
Welcome us all to his banqueting table.
His banner over me is love.
Welcome us all to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love.
His banner over me is love.
The second one is very easy. One way of peace is the power of the cross. I tell you can do it and don't mess up. One way of peace is the power of the cross. His banner over me is love, right? One way of peace. 1, 2, 3, 4. One way of peace is the power of the cross.
His banner over me is love.
One way of peace is the power of the cross.
His banner over me is love.
One way of peace is the power of the cross. His banner over me is love.
His banner over me is love.
Peter built a church on the rock of our faith. His banner over me is love.
Peter built a church on the rock of a faith. Banner over me is love.
Peter built a church on the rock of our faith. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. Jesus is the vine and we are the branches.
Banner over me is love.
Do it at your seat. Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. His banner over me is love. Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love.
Take me out to the ball game. Alright, ready?
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. I need some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
You're ruining my act.
But Mr. Roberts, you know they sell peanuts, popcorn, and stuff like that?
Yeah, I know, but you're ruining my act.
Excuse me, folks. I love baseball.
You do, huh?
Yep. Someday, oh wait, when we get to St. Louis, Mr. Barbers, do you think you can tell me the names of the team so
Yes,
I can
I
see
will.
him on the baseball field?
Yes, sir, I will. Let's see. You know, they have very peculiar names.
That's peculiar as mine as Sebastian Didwitty.
Of course, very peculiar than that. Very peculiar than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Let's see, they got who's on first, what's on second? I don't know who's on
You
third.
know the player's name?
Yes, I do.
And tell me who's on first.
That's the man's name.
No, I mean the first baseman.
That's who?
Who's on first?
Yes.
What's the guy's name? No, wait. Who's on first?
Yes.
No, wait. Who's on first?
Yes.
I want to know who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The first base.
No.
The guy playing first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
Who is playing first?
Yes.
Who's on first?
Yes.
Who's playing first?
Yes.
I'm asking you who's on first.
Well, I'm
That's
telling
what
you.
I want to know.
That's the man's name, I'm telling you.
You're telling me what? You're only telling me who's on first.
Yes.
Then what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
I'm asking you who's on first.
Well, I'm telling you who's on first. That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Then go ahead and tell me.
I just did.
Who?
Yes.
The guy on first. Who's
Yes.
the first baseman?
Yes.
Every day David says who gets it on first base.
Yes.
And every dollar amount, how much who gets it?
Yes.
Does this guy have a wife?
Yes. Sometimes his wife comes and gets it.
Who is it? Then tell me, what's the guy's name playing first base?
No, what's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I want you to tell me what's the guy's name on first.
I'm sorry, Lee.
Yes, excuse me. I want you to tell me what's the guy's name on first.
Yes.
What's the guy's name on first?
Yes.
Mr.
No,
Ballmer?
no. What's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him.
When I get to third base.
You mentioned his name.
If I mention the third baseman's name, who did I say?
Who's on first?
Say half of first base, will you? What's the guy's name on third?
What's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Then I go back on third again.
Back on third again.
You got an outfield?
What's a perfect team without an outfield?
St. Louis has got a really good outfield.
They have an excellent outfield.
Outfielder's name?
Left fielder's name? Why?
I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Tell me what's the guy's name playing left field.
No, what's on second?
I ain't stay out of the infield, will you? What's the guy's name playing left field?
What's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third
base. The left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's playing center field. Please pick up your hand, Sebastian. What's a perfect team without a pitcher?
What's his name?
Tamara.
You know what I tell me today?
No, that's his name, Tamara.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's pitching?
That's the man's name.
No, actually, now look.
Now look,
Who is that?
who's not pitching? Who's on first?
I'll break your arm if you ever say who's on first. Now, what's the guy's name playing pitching?
What's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base. Okay, Sebastian, don't get all cocky on me. Yeah, what's a fine team without a catcher?
What's his name?
Today.
That's it. Say there's this guy a couple of days on the team.
Yeah, so?
Then what's the guy's name playing catcher?
What's on second?
I ain't asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Is today a good catcher?
He's an excellent catcher.
I'm a good catcher too, you know.
Yeah?
Someday I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Yeah, I can arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, tomorrow's pitching, and I'm catching.
Yeah.
The first batter comes up, and the batter bunts the ball. Me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base. I pick up the ball, and
Naturally.
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 So I throw the ball too naturally.
No. Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, say it that way.
So I throw the ball too naturally.
No, you don't.
I know what I'm saying, and I said what I said. I throw the ball too naturally.
No, you throw it to home.
He better get it.
Yeah.
Now, who misses the ball and the guy runs to second base? Who throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
And the next guy comes up and he punts the long high fly ball to because. Why? I don't know, because he's on third and I don't care.
What was that?
I said I don't care.
Oh, he's our shortstop.